whenever we are interested in conducting a research, okay, and we are trying to answer a particular research question. Now, before actually proceeding for the research definitions and its types and all, first of all, tell me that what do you think from where this word research is derived? Is it a Greek word? Is it a Latin word? Or it's a simple English word? What it is? Any idea? Any guesses? No idea? No guesses? It's an English word or a Latin word?
I don't think it's an English word. Maybe some other derived.
I think it's a
French?
Latin,
French.
French,
Absolutely. It's a French word, okay?
French word.
Now, French word, and it means to look beyond or to travel through. See, if you have ever visited my office, I this picture is in my office also. So it's a French word, and in French, this ch is pronounced like sh. So it's recherche, which means to travel through or survey. So this person is trying to look through this telescope and going beyond and looking beyond and going through or to travel through. So this word is coined from the French word recherche. And what exactly it is? It is a process of systematic and scientific data collection, analysis, and interpretation as to find solutions to a problem. Right? So don't you think that you have seen this definition earlier also? Collection
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
in
Yes,
Biostat.
ma'am.
very good in biostatistics.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
if whenever we are trying to make use of any research question, finding solutions. So, what is research? That you are trying to find solutions to a problem or you are trying to answer a particular research question through a systematic and scientific data collection, analysis, and interpretation. If we just, move it this way, right? So that is basically your research. Now, tell me what this diagram is, what this picture is. What do we call this? You must have seen many teachers, they just love putting such pictures. It's a jumbled up words which are here, and they love putting those pictures, and you are seeing all those pictures. Okay, what do you think? What is it? This is basically a word cloud. There are different words which are coming up, and it's a cloud of words. And this is one of the data presentation of qualitative research. Okay, because in qualitative research, I'll be talking about little about differences between quantitative and qualitative research. So, what exactly is there in qualitative research? They don't really focus on numbers, right? Quantitative research is anything that is quantifiable. We are interested in numbers, everything that we are collecting. We are interested to quantify all those things in terms of numbers. But as far as the qualitative research is concerned, it revolves around words. There's a lot of wordy bit that is involved. So this is one of the data presentation strategies of qualitative research, a word cloud. Okay. So, but I'm making use of it in quantitative research because it is quite applicable everywhere. Okay. Now, what do you think? What are the different types of research? Any idea? Yes. What
Qualitative
do
and
you think? What could be? Yes.
Quantitative, qualitative.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good.
Quantitative.
Okay. Yes. What else? There is quantitative research. Very good. What else? I'm just writing it this
Qu-
way. So,
Qualitative.
very good. Qualitative and any other. There is one type that is known as mixed.
A combination of both of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We also call it as hybrid study design, hybrid research. Right? Hybrid. It is also called as eclectic. All right. There is quantitative, there is qualitative, there are mixed and hybrid or eclectic research paradigms. Okay, these are three different research paradigms. We also call it as research types or research paradigms. Now, as I told you earlier, in quantitative research, basically anything that is quantifiable and it is in terms of numbers.
Numbers.
Yes, this is the catch here. And in qualitative research, it is basically the description, right? Description is there. There is a lot of narration that is present, and that is basically there in your qualitative research. Now, as far as other, what other difference you can identify? Because since you have taken one session of qualitative research, so
Ma'am, quantitative is objective. You can see.
hmm, it is objective. It is something that is objective and measurable, right?
Yes, ma'am. And
Objective, yes. This is
qualitative, this is subjective, ma'am.
subjective. Very good. This is something subjective. So this is objective. This means that we are going to make use of certain tools or questionnaires for that, for measuring it objectively. And here, what we are doing, what are the different ways of getting our data collection? These are the data collection tools and questionnaires, right? Here,
Ma'am,
what do we do?
guide,
Interviews, very good. We make
interview
use
guide.
of depth interviews, right? In depth interviews, they are taken, or we generally make use of focused group discussions also, FGDs, right? Okay. So, what are the differences there as far as study designs are concerned? So, this you all know, starting from case report to meta analysis that I've just made for you, the hierarchy. All different study designs are there. And what is happening in qualitative research? They are in the form of, I don't know whether you have just studied on phenomenology.
Yes,
There
ma'am, it is
is,
based on different phenomena,
yeah, whenever you're trying to dig out any,
scenarios.
yeah. So phenomenology, it might be ethnography. You might be living some at some place, and you might be seeing them, observing them closely, and you start narrating them in the form of an ethnographer. So that is ethnography. Then there is grounded research also, grounded theory. So grounded theory, that when you are trying to find some sort of theory into any proposed thing in any proper setting, you are trying to investigate a phenomena, and the phenomenology is that the phenomena is there and you are trying to investigate that. Then grounded theory, the phenomena is not there and you are trying to, you can always say, a kind of feasibility that you are checking for that. Okay, so you go for the grounded theory. So there is another type also, that is narrative theory. It's where you narrate, like you narrate a story. So you start explaining a phenomena in the form of a storyteller. Okay, so that all, they are the four key types of study design that you make use in your qualitative. Okay, so as far as mixed or hybrid study designs are concerned, it might be you can always say as quantitative is taken, quantitative part is taken first, then followed by the qualitative, or it might be the qualitative part done first, followed by the quantitative part. So it all depends that which particular hybrid design you are going to follow. If your study design is such in which you need to gather a baseline information or a background information about a phenomena for which you are not very much clear and you don't really know how to draft a questionnaire out of it, then you conduct a qualitative research first and then you proceed for your quantitative tool designing. So that is basically where you conduct your qualitative research and then it is followed by the quantitative part. Now, at times you perform your quantitative part and then you say that, okay, what I get an in-depth understanding of the perceptions and beliefs of the people, and you carry out some in-depth interviews or a focus group discussion of your sample. So that is quantitative first, followed by the qualitative. And then there is simultaneous study design. Simultaneous means that you are conducting both study designs and simultaneously at the same time. Quantitative and qualitative. Qualitative part is done on some other individuals, and quantitative part is done on some other individuals, but you are conducting them simultaneously. So we need to decide that in hybrid or mixed or eclectic study design, which strategy we are going to use. Are we going to follow qualitative, then quantitative, or quantitative or followed by qualitative, or it should be a simultaneous thing? Okay. So similarly, as far as your data analysis is concerned, again, the difference lies between those study designs. Now, as far as quantitative study designs are concerned, or research is concerned, what are the different analysis strategies? Who will tell me? Yes.
Descriptive inferential.
Very good, very good. So you take a start with descriptive analysis and then you proceed for the inferential analysis. So what in fact we do in descriptive?
Measure of central tendency and measure of variations. Percentages, frequencies are measured.
Yes,
Can we
descriptive.
have an independent variable and then the outcome variables?
Yes, dependent variable is basically your outcome variable, right? So as far as
Independent and outcome.
yes, independent variables or input variables, or they are all the same, right? Similarly, for your dependent variables, output variable, outcome variables, they are your dependent variables. Now, descriptive statistics or descriptive analysis, basically, we intend to give an overall summary of our sampling population, because in the form of frequencies and percentages. Like summary is what you will say that okay, 46% of this sample was comprised of females, right? 54% they comprised of males. So this is what it is. You are giving an overall description or a summary measures of your sample. And similarly, if you look into the age, if you have kept it continuous, so you can always report that the mean age of my sampling population is this plus minus standard deviation this. This is all descriptive analysis, right?
Yes.
So this, after giving this descriptive analysis and giving an overall summary of your sample, then we move to the inferential statistics, where actually we are testing our hypothesis. That okay, if I'm doing this particular thing, what particular study did statistical test I should be applying in all. So this all you are doing in your quantitative research, right? As far as in qualitative research is concerned, what you are doing, you are going to take out codes, you are going to make codes and categories and themes and then theory. We also call it as thematic analysis. In qualitative research, what do? We do the thematic analysis of the data. So here the software used is SPSS, and here the software used is NVivo. This is basically the software that we make use of. And here we make use of SPSS. So similarly, at the time of data analysis or data presentation, here we are presenting in terms of tables and charts and pie graphs. Here, basically, we are going to present in form of word clouds. Here, we are going to form in terms of concept maps. Here, we are going to tell in terms of our flow chart diagrams, and we are going to do the thematic analysis and putting those theories and all that. So this is how we basically do. A lot of manual analysis is also involved in it. Not every time we put data, we transcribe basically the interviews that we have gathered and focus group discussions that we have taken. We transcribe them and put them into NVivo. So they take out the keywords, and then on the basis of that, we can always run an analysis in the form of word cloud, concept maps, and flowchart diagrams. They can